It has officially been 3 years since the announcement of Kingdom Hearts 4 and Kingdom Hearts Missing Link. Debuting at the Kingdom Hearts 20th anniversary event, they showed us a glimpse of the next and upcoming Kingdom Hearts adventure. And within the last 3 years, so much has happened in the Kingdom Hearts space, potentially shifting the series around forever behind the scenes in ways that we can't even comprehend. And we haven't really gotten an update since then. In the case of Kingdom Hearts 4, this trailer is still the only thing we've seen. Sure, we've gotten a few comments through the series through interviews, but for the most part, it's been radio silent on all fronts for Kingdom Hearts. Heck, the anniversary just passed for the series again, and we were all eager looking for something. A new drawing, a new tidbit about the next games, maybe even a trailer announcement. For the anniversary post to give us a little bit of lore about the Paopu fruit, giving us a bit of background of the item's name origin in the game, breaking down the name to Paradise of Pure. And there you have it, a fun fact after 23 years.
That's it?
No lie, I appreciate the social media person for doing this, and I know they tried really hard to help us get this information. A valiant attempt that I appreciate so much. Regardless, we as a fandom are not doing okay right now. And I think we've reached the point where it is a little bit okay to panic, because there's been a massive shift in communication that has gone from us getting small things here and there to Kingdom Hearts being made in the dark depths of a cave. And I wanted to talk about the whole thing. But before I get into it, let me know in the comment section below who is your favorite Kingdom Hearts heroine. There's a good handful of characters to choose from. Naminé I've always considered one of my favorites, considering I made an entire video on her and how I think she's super underrated. She's been the best support system for almost everyone in the series. And while you're down there, please be sure to hit that like button. Maybe one of those likes can help me get out of this damn place. So I'm someone who makes Kingdom Hearts videos. The Skyward Wing channel has been my hub to gush about my favorite franchise, but with the quiet and lack of information, I feel like I'm just being redundant. Like, how many times can I comment about the development of Kingdom Hearts Missing Link and how this game had several betas and is still not out in the public? There has been no motion, not even a hint of when we can see the game again. The running joke now is that Missing Link is missing and that's why we haven't seen it yet, with it missing being the ultimate marketing tool of all. Nomura, you sly dog. Now, I've heard that joke for 3 years straight and I'm over it. It's giving that old Xion joke where everyone just forgets who she is. I am just so tired. It's even got to a point where the attitude around the game has shifted so much in the last 3 years, from a game that people were eager to get into to something that people are actively hoping for its downfall. There's also the idea that the game should be cancelled and reworked into a more traditional title, and that sentiment only grows stronger every day Square doesn't release this game. It's tough because I can understand where people are coming from, especially in the situation with how Square handles all of their older mobile titles, where plenty of them have been discontinued with no offline version to follow. At least if the game gets reworked into something you can buy for your consoles, you can have the game forever instead of fearing it would get unplugged one day, which seems like the eventual fate of this game anyway. With no Missing Link, the lack of a Kingdom Hearts spin-off has really been felt in the air. Back in between the release of Kingdom Hearts 2 and Kingdom Hearts 3, we had a bunch of other titles to purchase, focused on our other characters, giving us more time to learn and understand them. And all of these games opened the universe of Kingdom Hearts so much more. And these games would release within about a year or so from each other. While not as grand and flashy as the console games, the stories have been regarded as some of the best in the series, giving us more intimate moments outside of our front line of heroes. It made us care about them way more as we wait for the next big game. I think that's why this feels so much longer, as the last playable experience we got was Melody of Memory. That was 5 years ago and that was a rhythm game, very different from the core Kingdom Hearts formula. Then you had Remind, which was a DLC, not even a full game, just a bit of extra to give more to Kingdom Hearts 3. It was absolutely peak, mind you, but it's not enough to be its own major release. The last full traditional Kingdom Hearts game that we got was in 2019, making it 6 years since we've had something major to scratch that itch. We're really feeling that lack of a spin-off right now. And there's so much they could have done to hold this down for a little bit, like a Days remake would have been so dope, or that Union Cross remake built from the ground up, both games with smaller budgets. But it looks like all of our focus is centered around Kingdom Hearts 4. Now, this makes sense as it's become more apparent how much longer AAA games take to make, and Kingdom Hearts in particular has to do so many back and forths with Disney when making the game, to make sure that the IPs are being used properly and accurately, which is not something that a lot of original games have to deal with when they're being made. When Kingdom Hearts 3 was in development, we would get something new at least once a year, and even if that year was super dry, we knew we could count on something within the year. E3 was always the main event for something like this, but now E3 doesn't even exist anymore, and Square Enix would have a massive presence at these events. Their booths were like stepping into an amusement park of their own creation. I remember the year that they had the Kingdom Hearts 3 booth, and there was this giant Keyblade they had on display. It was like stepping into a dream. That was our safest bet for new information, but it's now gone with the wind. Point is, there was a different way of communication from Square Enix back then, where Kingdom Hearts had a bit more presence while the main games were cooking. Either at events or in interviews, it always felt like we got at least a crumb. This right now? This is the absolute darkness of information. I like to imagine it's because they just have their head down and they're just working. They really want to pop out with something that feels more completed. especially after Kingdom Hearts 3 being in development for 6 years. But damn, Kingdom Hearts 4 is already halfway into that time, and we're still clinging onto this one trailer. I wish they would just throw us a bone. I do think the next bone we'll be getting is a Nintendo Switch 2 port. A full release of the series on a new platform that isn't a cloud version would sell pretty well. And with Final Fantasy VII Remake being confirmed for the Switch 2, there is absolutely no reason why the series won't be able to work just fine, including Kingdom Hearts 3. Heck, I think it's a fair argument that Kingdom Hearts 4 should also release on the Switch 2. I imagine there might be a few tweaks to get the thing to run on there, but not enough to make it feel like a supremely worse experience. To see Kingdom Hearts 4 release on a Nintendo platform would be pretty sick too. I know so many people who refuse to get the cloud versions because they're just waiting for something like this, the ability to play the Kingdom Hearts series in the palm of your hands. There's an entire demographic that would benefit Square Enix and their plans to expand into their multi-platforms. It really only feels like a matter of time now. Maybe when they're closer to releasing more information about Kingdom Hearts 4, they'll do like a re-release of the series to generate hype again, because hype right now is at an all-time low. Which reminds me of something that happened not too long ago that kind of gave me a different perspective about this whole Kingdom Hearts drought. So because I do this content thing and I've been doing it for a long time now, there are moments where I do get recognized in public, and it's been pretty dope to meet you guys and chat Kingdom Hearts for a few moments. But there was one moment that happened not too long ago that really stuck out to me. So I was at my local gym, and shout out to you, but you came up to me and you said hello, and we were, shooting the shit about Kingdom Hearts. And you were really nice, and we were talking about the drought. And he briefly mentioned how he had moved on from the series, talked about the other games that he was excited for. And it was a comment that stuck to me because I totally got where he was coming from, but it also kind of gave me a feeling of melancholy. To know that the conversation around the series has been so minimal, most people have just moved on to play other things. I mean, what else are they supposed to do? Replay the games forever? It gets to a point where people get tired of waiting and will just do something else. Of course, I'm sure the hype will return once we see Kingdom Hearts 4 again. It's just been pretty tough to be excited about something that's been quiet for so long. Mainly why videos on this channel have been pretty minimal over the last few months. I'm just tired of complaining about the same like 5 things in every video. To pass the time though, I've been putting more work into my other 2 channels. I have Skyward 64 where we talk about Nintendo stuff, and with the Switch 2 price being what it is, it's been a fun week to make those. Then there's Skyward Show where I talk about movies and TV shows and stuff. I made videos on Dragon Ball, the Sonic movie, Wizards of Waverly Place, Invincible. It's been a real treat. I think it's important to stretch your legs and try out other things. If I was stuck here and forced to just make Kingdom Hearts videos, I would lose my mind. So if you haven't subscribed to those channels, you should totally check them out, links in the description below. But mainly, I wanted to ask how you guys were doing. The thing that's really special about this channel in my life is that it's my main method of communication with the Kingdom Hearts freaks. The ones that know way too much about the series that it would put normies into epileptic shock. The ones who know that these are all the same character, well, these are all different characters. I know we're the ones who are the hungriest of all, and we're all in this together. I do have more evergreen Kingdom Hearts videos that I want to touch, with my finishing the script on a different one that shouldn't take too long to finish. But damn, it's been way harder to work in this place. There's Wi-Fi, but it's really bad, like early 1980s internet bad. Loading a web page takes days, uploading a video actually takes 2 months. I think. I'm not even sure how much time has passed. I even tried to start eating the Heartless. Tell me how I caught a shadow thinking I was about to cook up some din din, only for it to disintegrate the moment I got the fire going. I've been mainly just eating the dark sand on the beach, and it's not so bad once you get all the taste out your mouth, So if anyone out there is watching and trying to send me some Uber Eats, like a cheeseburger and some fries would heal me, that would be great. Wait, I don't have an address to give. I'm so bored. I'm so hungry. Oh, do you know how long it takes for tweets to load here? I don't know what's going on. What year is it? What are we doing? I want to go home.